Doc Loves the Kids, a local Kitsap County nonprofit organization established in 2015, whose mission is to provide activities, programs, and community support for at-risk youth.
They put the U in community.
Doc Loves the Kids.
Welcome to Uncommon Courtesy.
We give you the courtesy of conversation
that's uncommonly spoke of.
I'm D-Mac.
I'm Wesley.
And this is the show. Don't forget to like, listen, subscribe. Thanks to everybody that watches our show, every time that we drop something. I appreciate everybody. We're going to start off with Tyreek Hill arresting. We want to watch the video cam footage really quick. Let me read the article. Body cam footage from law enforcement officers involved in the altercation that led to the detainment of Tyreek Hill has been released. The video obtained by, CBS Sports NFL chronicles the events beginning with law enforcement pulling over and later showing officers removing the Miami Dolphins wide receiver from his vehicle and forcibly bringing him to the ground before cuffing him. The incident occurred before the Dolphins' Week 1 game against Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to show you the full body cam footage, and then we're going to dissect it the way we do.
Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Why don't you have your seatbelt on? Like what? Why do you have it up? Keep it down. Hey! Keep your window down. Annie. Hey, keep your window down. Keep your window down. I'm gonna get you out of the car. As a matter of fact, get out of the car. Give me your ass, Mom. Get out of the car. Give me your ass. We'll break that freaking window. Get out of the car. Get out of the car right now. We're not playing this game. Get out. 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 What part of blood don't you understand?
Hey, Drew, I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting arrested. I'm getting arrested, Drew. I'm getting out, bro. God damn, twin.
When we tell you to do something, you do it. You understand?
I'm getting out,
You
bro.
understand? Not what you want, but what we tell you.
I'm getting
You're a little
out.
fucking confused.
I'm getting out, bro.
Too late.
Chill,
Too
bro.
late.
All right, bro. Take
Too
me to
late.
jail, bro. Do what you gotta do, bro.
We are. We will.
Good, bro.
It is good.
Hey, Drew. Hey,
Don't worry about it. I hung up the phone. You stop crying.
bro. Y'all
Don't move.
good. Bro, you
Sit 'em
beating
up.
on my window like you crazy.
You set him up.
Why y'all beating on my window like y'all crazy for? Damn, yo, bro, dude, beating on my window like he crazy. I ain't do nothing, twin. Damn. Hey, hold on, pull to the side, bro.
Hey, don't park there. Don't park there.
Hey. Hold on, bro. I just had surgery on my knee. I just had surgery on my knee, bro. I just had surgery on my knee, bro.
I just heard you in your ears when we told you to put your window down.
Chill, bro. Hey, Joe New, bro.
Back up.
Hey, call Drew. Hey, call Drew, bro. Call Drew, Hey, call Drew, bro. Hey, what? Hey, call Drew, bro. Just call Drew. Hey.
What am I doing that's wrong?
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, man, they got Tyreek. The cops over here beating on him, man.
Listen.
They over here beating on Tyreek,
Listen, big
man.
man, don't park there, man. Just get in
Hey,
the
yo,
car.
hey, Drew, you gotta come, man.
Just get in the car.
Straight up the side, on the side of the,
Hey, get in the car. You're parked in the middle of the street.
I'm in the car.
You gotta go before you get a ticket.
Hey, you're in the car.
Who's the driver? This is my car.
All right, move.
I'll take that.
You gotta move right now.
I'm coming, man.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have ticket too.
I'm coming.
Let me have your license. You're gonna have ticket. Let me have your license.
I'm leaving.
I'm not playing. Let me have your
I'm
license.
leaving. Yo, what's
Your
going
license
on?
right now.
Sir, what's going on,
Your license
man?
right now. You're not gonna give me your license?
Get in the car and leave.
You're not gonna give me your license?
I'm leaving.
Let me have your
I'm
license.
leaving,
Your
man.
license right now.
Sir, you want me to
Hey,
leave?
your license right now.
I'm leaving.
Or I'm gonna lock you
He
up.
just told
Your
me to
license
leave.
right now.
He just told me to
Your
leave.
license right now.
Sir, he just-
You're dealing with me now.
Sir.
Your license right now.
And we end that BS right there. So these police were mad aggressive. First of all, they barely spoke English. That was pretty alarming. You know what I'm saying?
They'll be looked at it. They're probably Cubans or something like that. This is down in Miami, so it's a good chance that there was some type of Hispanic. And I mean,
the first thing that I thought, my bad to interrupt you, was that they were arresting him and they were being so aggressive with him is because they had parlays on the other team to win.
Yeah, you said that. I was.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
against Jacksonville. That's in Florida. That's the only thing that makes sense. You know, you're a block or two away from the stadium.
Yep.
You see him. He shows your ID. You see Tyreek Hill. You know who he is. You know exactly who he is. And now you're forcing him out the car. You're choking him out. He's saying his knees messed up. So you're dragging him to the ground for a traffic violation.
The biggest part that hit me, because, okay, maybe Tyreek did get a little bit mouthy with them by saying, don't knock on my window so hard. I mean, but you have the right to say whatever the fuck you want to say to him. Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? But you say whatever you want to say.
Don't knock on my window so hard.
Yeah, period. And so,
he didn't even know how to open up the door.
I mean, then the first guy's like, you know what? Get out of the car. And then the other officer walks up and basically rips the door open. We're not playing these games. And then while he's trying to get out of the car, after you just given him the order to get out of the car, so he's trying to get out of the car. It means you have to take off your seatbelt and everything else you have to do. He's doing all that, exiting the car. The guy just grabs him out the car and throws him on the ground, and then puts his knee in his back. You know what I mean? This is kind of how they see that. This is how they know they can get away with shit. You know what I mean? They know they have
away with this one. Not at all. Not at all. Think about it. If that wasn't Tyreek Hill, it would have been a lot worse. They knew exactly who he was. You look at that car. Look at the cop didn't even know how to open the door. He pulled it and the door almost hit him in the face because it opens up a different way. You can't. First of all, you had no. It was a traffic violation. He can. I've seen videos recently, as of yesterday, where people are. You seen the one guy in his yard
yelling at the police.
He's like, do something. He's like, do something, boy. He's like, take the ID out of my hand. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. What about the other guy that got pulled over? He's like, you're not even legal enough to. I mean, people talk crazy to the cops all the time. They were on a power trip. They wanted to kill him, and that's why I say that all the time. I was like, the police come at me like that.
Yeah.
I know that they want to try to kill me, and we're gonna hold court right then and there because you're gonna put me on the t-shirt and I'm gonna be smiling.
You gotta look at it like this too. At the same time, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
At the same time, they also put in handcuffs one of the other players on his team.
The teammates
who stopped there.
That's how close they were at the stadium. 9 of the teammates stopped and were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it's at a point. I mean, for them to have gotten away with this the way they did. I mean, they choked him out and put him on the ground. Hey, they told him to get on the ground one time. You know, when he's standing up already in handcuffs, he's like, hey man, he's trying to ease his way down to the ground. Let him know I just had knee surgery recently. You know what I mean? And the other guy comes up behind him, chokes him, and slams him on the ground. Then runs up on his teammate.
Did you have ear surgery too?
Yeah, he asked him if he had ear surgery too.
They're all going to get fired. That's just what it is.
I mean, let's see how it plays out because the police union actually came out in support of the officers. They already came out and said, you know what, basically saying that, hey, he was being uncooperative. They tried to play it like he didn't go to jail. He wasn't arrested. He was just detained
for a moment. Why was he detained then if he didn't go to jail? So check it out. You have to give people time to cooperate, right? You didn't give him time. They're like, all right, get out the car. He opens the door, and as soon as the door gets open, you didn't even give him a chance to step out the car. The other cop rushes up, drags him out the car. They're like, all right, sit down. He's like, hey, I got a knee problem, so he's trying to sit down. The guy comes behind him, chokes him. There's a difference between cooperating and not giving people. Look at like Charleston White was saying that Tamir Rice didn't have time to cooperate
at all. He tried to show the officer it was a fake gun, and they killed him immediately. Hopped out the car, killed him. Drove up on him crazy already as it was.
Yeah.
Drove up on him
on the
crazy.
Middle of the grass. He didn't have time to do anything. They got the car and shot him.
Yeah, they could have parked a distance from him and told him to get out the car.
Told him to drop. Yeah, Tariq.
Anything.
Tariq, look,
yeah, I mean, Tamir Rice.
You know who he is. He plays for the team.
Tyreek Hill. That was to me. All you got to do is just run the fucking thing, run his license, do what you got to do, give him a ticket, and get this over with.
They looked at his license. What was even the initial stop?
They said it was reckless driving. They said it was reckless driving, driving danger. Somebody he's probably driving fast to get to the stadium.
He's at the state. Hey, my bad. I'm Tyreek Hill. They could have been like, okay, cool.
However, you know what I mean? Like you could have just given him a ticket.
Like I'm saying, look into the police. Look into what they're gambling because the police are allowed to gamble. This is exactly. I'm telling you exactly what this was. They had parlays for the Jackson Jaguars to win. They had an opportunity. They're like, oh, there's Tyreek Hill. Let's pull him over, mess up his numbers today. So then it's all about betting. I can guarantee that's what the police were doing. They were going to try to take him down so they can win a bet.
And I mean, it very well could be something like that. I just feel like that particular officer was on a power trip. Yeah, that's my personal feeling about the whole thing. He felt like, you know what, I'm not gonna let these such and such, because he had tattoos all over his hands, everything. Now people may say that's nothing, but you're a police officer. You know what I mean? They're already saying there's police gangs and everything else out here. So then it goes back into your point of, you know, maybe these police gangs have some type of understanding of what parlays is going on or whatever the case may be. If that is the case,
I'm telling
but
you,
I believe that
if he was playing If he was playing the New England Patriots, they'd be like, yeah, go ahead. But no, he's playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're also in Florida. Just like the Miami Dolphins. They knew exactly what they were doing. I'm telling you, it all has to do with betting. And they were like, oh, we can. And they figured they could do that to him because he's black anyways, but they're not going to get away with it.
And this also like plays right into the next segment that I kind of wanted to bring up a little bit. It's just about Biden-Harris push scrutiny of police. Trump would halt such efforts. And so Donald Trump is vowing to end the Biden administration's wide-reaching efforts to curb abusive policing, promising if he returns to the White House to rein in federal oversight of local law enforcement and empower officers to aggressively clean up American cities. Among the changes Trump has promoted, allowing the use of stop and frisk to interrogate suspects, rescinding a Biden administration ban on the transfer of military equipment to local police departments, deputizing local officers to enforce immigration laws, and deploying the National Guard to fight crime. The Democratic Party has a war on with the police. Trump said as a campaign rally last month in Charlotte, we will give our police back their power, protection, respect that they deserve. I mean, and so when you look at something like what happened to a multi-millionaire, I mean, this dude's just had $100 million, what do you have, about $100 million contract, something crazy. He making a lot of money right now. And they're willing to choke him out in broad daylight over a traffic stop, rip him out of his car, you know what I mean, and handcuff him, throw him on the ground. Only reason he got out of there because everybody came down to his aid. That's like the security from the stadium. Everyone came to his aid. They understood the gravity of the situation by messing something like this up. They know that it could cost the city millions.
Think about if they would have killed him.
Oh my gosh!
He
said that.
Tyreek, he said Tyreek Hill killed in traffic stop a block away from stadium.
And with the footage that we just showed you guys, I mean, with that footage, man, alone,
the police union has to stick up for the officers until they do an investigation. They will probably lose their jobs.
And so we're sitting here like this, looking at this clear mandate that Trump has put out. It's a clear mandate to speaking that what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically tell these people they have direct immunity. We're not going to charge you with anything. That'd be almost like remember the guy who got the guy who was jogging and was murdered by the two I think it was a father and a son, and then his friend was recording it down in Georgia.
And then the prosecutor or whatever,
took months where I think it ended up having to have the feds come in.
Yeah, because and they had the prosecutor got locked up for it. They got locked up for it because they brushed it. It took a public outrage because there was even video of it, and they're like, "Oh, he was breaking into the house." And see the video; it was under construction. He didn't steal nothing.
And so if the feds wouldn't have any authority here if Trump was in office, because that's the only thing that'll scare a state and local if the feds come in and now start shaking up and accusing officers and putting them on trial. That's the only thing. If you know that that's not going to happen, that case would have never been put to a jury.
And
ever.
If you give the cops total immunity, we're back at Jim Crow. That's all it is.
I mean, we're pretty much there right now if you think about it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't like to quote him, but he said some real stuff. He was like, "Look." He's like, I don't want to talk about that lady in Chicago that got killed. He's like, ain't nobody gonna die over it. He's like, y'all see the lady that got killed by the police officer because they said he was
in Illinois.
Yeah. He was like, look, he's like, I'm still messed up about Tamir Rice. He was like, look, y'all get upset about these killings. You'll see it on TV, but ain't nobody gonna die over it. Y'all ain't about to do nothing. He's like, so I don't want to hear about it.
Who said this?
Charleston White.
I mean, you know,
but he also said he saw some black dudes down the street in a Cadillac at a neighbor's house after 10 o'clock and called the police on them.
I mean, at the same time, you got to look at, like, you know, what he's saying, it holds merit. You look at, where's George Zimmerman?
Still alive and well.
They say he's signing Skittles bags right now to this day. You know, and I know we tend to talk about these type of issues, but these type of issues come up. And we got people who are in our comments, some of the people who great fans of the show. We really appreciate you guys actually commenting and doing what you do. But the point of it is, though, we hear a lot of times, you know, well, they should have complied or you know, or this or that or a third. I mean, they're always giving an excuse to what this behavior, you know, what it boils down to. And if you really think about it, if there's no kind of oversight of this right here, this is going to broaden and get deeper. It's not just going to be about us anymore. It's going to start happening more to you guys as well. Not as much, but it's going to start happening to you guys as well. If you tell a police officer they have total immunity, they can pretty much do whatever they want without fear of retribution, it's going to be a problem.
Well, you know, it's crazy. It's already affecting the African American community, but I think European Americans that live here too are going to feel the effects too, because you know usually they face consequences. You don't face consequences. We've seen videos of white Americans screaming at the police and doing whatever. Think about
at the top of their lungs, man.
pow, they pop you. Hey, he was getting belligerent. I feared for my safety.
I wish you had the video of the one guy so we could play that on here, screaming at the top of his lungs at the police. Like, what do you say?
He's like, you're blocking off the driveway. My wife can't get home. That one.
Yeah, and he's like, take it from me, boy. What do you say?
He had the ID. He's like, take it from me, boy. What you gonna do? I was like,
they said the dude has some kind of a mental, disorder, but the police officer probably didn't know that. He didn't care.
I've seen a dude. Remember the one time the guy was on the ground because he had the special needs guy next to him?
Yep, that was in Florida.
Yeah, shot him.
Florida's
not a safe place for black folks anyway.
He was on the ground with his hands up in the air, told him that the kid sitting next to him, they didn't want him to get killed.
Shot him.
He was a special needs kid. He's an heavily autistic kid playing with a car while the police have you guys at gunpoint. The kid's in the street playing either with an imaginary car or a real car. I can't remember. But he's like, but the caregiver, the caregiver's on their stomach on the ground with his hands up. And they still shot him anyways. He shot the dude in the leg, and they asked the police officer why he did it. He said, "I don't know." I was like, "Are you serious?" That's how you felt. That's what's in your heart. You was like, "I'm gonna kill this guy. I'm gonna shoot this dude anyway."
It was like, "Good enough. All right, carry on."
It's crazy, man. But we got to. I mean, we also got tomorrow, man. I mean, this is not a segment. I'm just wanting to throw this in a little segue to whatever you got coming up next. But we got the what is it? The debates are tomorrow?
Yeah, the presidential debate between Kamala Harris
and Donald Trump.
We're going to live stream that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So we'll make sure to get this segment out before that happens or whatnot.
We got that under control.
I think it's going to be – there's no audience.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just them two talking, and they're going to cut the mics off.
That's good. I hope this is going to be – I feel like it's going to be an exciting debate. I feel like it's going to be good. I feel like Kamala, if she's prepared, I feel like they've been really like – dragging her along slowly, bringing her along slowly with her messaging.
Do worse than the dude last before.
I don't feel like she will. I don't think there's an issue of her doing worse. I feel like it's just an issue of her confidence level at this level. You know what I mean? When it comes to because I think they've already tried to beat her down so much. No, don't get me wrong. Kamala's a monster. If she gets up there and she's confident in what she knows and her understanding of everything, and she's confident, she's not letting people push on her.
How much worse can they say about her that they didn't say about Obama? We've already been here.
I think it's just more of the fact of her command of being ready for the spotlight.
Woman, you remember they used to hang fake Obama dolls over bridges like they were hanging black folks, bro.
Yeah,
they used to burn them.
Twisted.
There's nothing worse they can say about her. They've already said about Obama. Now you're just saying it again and showing your true colors. It's whatever. We don't care no more.
No, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the biggest thing with her is make sure you have command of the subject. I know you understand it. I know you are I know she'll break this down masterfully. I know that she will. But it's the fact of the matter of have command of it on such a large scale. This is a big stage for her. This is the biggest stage she's ever been on in her entire life.
All she has to do is counteract lying.
It's hard to do sometimes when you got so much of it that's going to be lies. This dude's going to lie so much, you'll spend your entire debate trying to counteract lies instead of telling people what you've done.
Yeah,
he can fuck you. That's what I'm saying. You have to command.
Yeah, you have to get through it.
You got to get through a whole bunch of bullshit this is not true. This is not true. But also be able to convey the things that did happen. Let me tell my message of what the truth is versus trying to say what I didn't do. But go ahead though.
Yeah, I'm just saying yeah, no, I think she'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden he did terrible and Trump still looked horrible. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that, she'll be fine. We're going to live stream it too. We're going to laugh. It's going to be fun. I'll be talking mess.
Now she should be good. She should be good.
Yeah, she'll be all right. I just want to know what Trump's going to do. Is he going to stutter? Is he going to get his words right? He's the old man now.
Trump, it doesn't even matter what he says. He's gonna tell Trump stories. He's gonna do what Trump. It'd be so easy to be Trump. You know what I mean? You don't have to be good at it. You can just say whatever you want to say.
Let's put a bet on it right now.
What?
Okay, let's say just hypothetically they asked Donald Trump 10 questions.
Yeah.
I bet you $10 that when 4 of the questions he won't even answer them. He'll just go off on something.
That's what he does. That's why I'm saying it's so easy.
That's why you don't want to take the parlay.
I'm not taking that
bet. I should choke you out like
the
Miami police. Fuck that. Get this noise. Come here, Tyreek. Come here. Hey, you ain't getting a touchdown today.
It's crazy. Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it real. People act like that's a good bet. That's a shitty bet, bro. You bet me that he's gonna be himself, pretty much.
Okay,
hey, Donald Trump gonna be. Donald Trump gonna do what Donald Trump always does.
$10. He brings up Obama 4 times.
He does all the time. He does this shit all the time. Anything you saying right now, it's like, man, I bet you that Trump's not going to ramble on like he does every time he ever talks. That's what he do. You know what I'm saying? I can't bet against that shit. Of course he's gonna not answer
They're even having
You remember
problems.
the other
They're having
day?
problems figuring out if he really got shot. They just shut that up. They're like,
Man, listen, I
telling
think
you.
I think it's some. I think it's gonna be something funny later. It's gonna be like a JFK thing later on down the
I'm
line.
just saying it's looking like it never really happened.
I
Like,
don't
he
think it
set
did either,
up.
man. I think it's.
The FBI director couldn't even say, like, I can't tell you he got shot. They're like, look, it's looking.
They're talking about he didn't even go to the hospital.
Yeah. You just magically healed up, bro? They just
He
put a
didn't-
Band-Aid on it?
I don't know if some of this stuff is conspiratorial. Like this person was like, none of the agents have earpieces in this picture. I didn't look in the picture good enough to be like, okay, for sure, I know that's true. But I mean, I'm like,
Who and why do you, and it makes sense. Why do you get to put your fist up?
they didn't duck your head down. Get my
Rush you
shoes.
off the
Get my
stage.
shoes. We have to go now, sir. Come on, bruh.
Come on. It's
Come
not
on,
looking
bruh.
good for the home team.
They saw the dude on the roof with the thing. Everybody's like, look at it. I mean, the one shot that's the most clear shot they could get. He got that shot. You know what I mean? There's no, like you say, you know what I mean? You know
Yeah,
what I
it's
mean? Hey,
Hey, speaking of acting, though, R.I.P. to James Earl Jones.
oh man, that's too
You know what I'm
bad,
saying?
man, James. That's
you know,
Darth
he
Vader,
played,
huh?
Hey, he
Darth
played
Vader?
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Star Wars, he played Mufasa.
Played
in Lion
Mufasa.
King.
He played in the one
King of
movie too with,
Zamunda.
with Kevin Costner. He played in that movie.
Hey, speaking of acting, though, R.I.P. to James Earl Jones.
oh man, that's too
You know
bad.
what I'm saying?
man, James. That's
you know,
Darth
he
Vader,
played,
huh?
Hey, he
Darth
played
Vader.
Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Star Wars, he played Mufasa.
Played
in Lion
Mufasa.
King.
He played in the one
King of
movie too
Zamunda.
with Kevin Costner. He played in that movie too. Was that
Field of Dreams.
Yeah, Field of Dreams.
He was also in Sandlot. He was
I
the
think
blind
what
dude.
was the one? Was he in? He wasn't in a Spike Lee movie, was he?
No,
I
he
think
wasn't
that
coming to
him.
America.
Well, yeah, he wasn't coming
Yeah.
to America. Yeah,
Yeah, R.I.P. to kid James Earl Jones. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man, a legend, a real legend.
Anyone
right
else
there.
that throws roses at my son's feet from now on shall be put to death.
It's crazy, man.
Where is my son? You are the king of Zamunda.
Hey, let's you got
Hold on. I got one. Hold on. Father, what's over the horizon? Bremerton. Do not go there. Okay, check it out. Ohio police have no credible reports of Haitian immigrants eating pets. Contradicting J.D. Vance's claims. All right, hold on. Police in Springfield, Ohio said Monday they have received no credible reports of immigrants harming pets, contradicting a claim by Republican vice presidential nominee Senator J.D. Vance. The Ohio senator, as well as other Republican lawmakers and several conservative commentators, have in recent days asserted without evidence that the arrival of thousands of immigrants from Haiti have created chaos in Springfield. In a post on X, Vance wrote Monday that people have had their pets abducted and eaten by people who shouldn't be in this country.
Their pets.
The Springfield Police Division said in a statement that they were aware of the rumors and had no information to support them. In response to recent rumor alleging criminal activity by immigrant population in our city, we wish to clarify that there have been no credible reports or specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community, said the police. Check this out. So they had the people come on town hall, and even had a black dude up there was like, yo, man, they're taking the geese out the park. They showed the picture. Hold on, I'm going to show you the picture. Hold on, pause. There's the picture of the dude walking down the street with the goose. They just I don't know if this video was straight from. They had the lady in somebody's yard, and she was eating the cat in the yard.
Was it, man? You sure, bruh?
I'm gonna show you. I can show the people the video.
Show people the video.
Hold on, let me show you the video.
What did you do? Why'd you kill the cat? Smile for me. Smile with your teeth. Go like this. Did you eat that cat? Did you eat it? No, why'd you kill it? Did you guys see all this?
No, we pulled up and she was just laying there with it.
Did you see her eating it?
Eating it.
She was eating it?
Yeah, she was.
You call the Humane Society, see if they'll come pick this cat up. It's deceased.
All right, that's the video. Now, was it in Ohio? I don't
Hey,
know.
this
But
is
they're looking at it, they're like,
crazy,
yo,
man.
they're like, you hear black folks in the background like, yo, she eating the cat, dog. She eating the cat.
Hey, where were the people from? You said that
They're from Haiti, right? And so what they said about 20,000 Haitians there. The town already had 40,000
people.
40,000 people. There's
Total.
a video, huh?
Total. So they
Total.
said half the population in the
Half
town.
the population in this town, Springfield, Ohio. They had the one dude out there. He's the guy's interviewing, right?
I got
Old
a cousin.
white dude,
I
always
got a cousin in
racist. He's
Springfield,
like,
Ohio.
I'm talking to him. I'm like, get out of here, you dark monkeys. And he's like, and they just look at me and keep walking. And he's like, why do you think so? He's like, well, they don't speak English, so they don't understand the insult.
What did he say again?
So he was hurt about it, bro. He was hurt because his racist insult didn't work because they don't understand what he's saying.
Hey, where did you say these people were from?
It's Springfield, Ohio, bro.
No, I'm talking about. You said they were Haitian.
They're from Haiti, right?
He said they was eating cats.
They're taking geese out
the park.
They said the cats are disappearing. They had the black dude up there, right? The brother. He's like, yo, man. They up here, they taking the geese out the park. He's like, I seen it. I seen it with my own eyes. They had the one lady break it down in tears. She's like, look, I lived here for 40 years. They're what's the word? They're living in her yard. And they're squatting in her yard, right? She's telling them to get out. She's like, but they don't understand her. They're over there screaming, acting all crazy. The one racist dude, he was like, look, there's 4 down that way, there's 7 in this house, and there's 4 more moving in next door. They're like, well, sir, that means you're going to be the minority here. He's like, you damn right. They don't understand me. He was so mad that he couldn't be racist.
Hey, I'm going to be honest with you, man. In Ohio, man, and I was born in Ohio. Ohio is like overtly racist. It's covert where we live now. It's more covert. In Ohio, it's like that. You know what I mean? They're going to speak their mind. They're going to say what it is. They're going to put it on the table immediately. So, you know what I mean? If he's really saying everything he just said. Period. Hey, he showed me a picture of the dude with the 2 geese in his head. This dude I don't know how he caught him. He got a gun. He's just walking down a regular. Imagine a regular street in your neighborhood, and a man got 2 fully unplucked geese, like full grown. How did he get them? He could throw some bread. They're probably so friendly that he could throw bread at them, and they'll come towards them.
Canadian geese are not friendly. Canadian geese are the gangsters of geese.
I understand that, but what I'm saying though is they'll come towards you if you throw them bread. They're probably so. What I'm saying, not friendly in a sense. I'm talking about friendly in the sense of like, imagine going to your park and people are feeding pigeons. This isn't to say these pigeons and squirrels are friendly, but they've been domesticated, kind of.
Pigeons they were used by us to carry messages.
Yeah, for sure.
That's why pigeons are used to being around humans. A geese, they'll beat your ass.
But yeah, I've seen.
You know, you can run up on birds and they fly away, right? The geese be like, "Bitch, say what?"
But hey, for him to have got both of those two, how did he get 2 of them though? And it's the gray ones too. Them are the big. It's the big ones. You know what I'm saying? They're huge. They're not little geese. It ain't like you got a little duck. It's a big one.
And they fight. They stay in packs. I was dating this girl out in Kent,
2 of them
recently. Recently, I was dating this girl in Kent, and she was like, yeah, you know, I took my dog out to walk in my apartment building, and my dog started barking at the geese, and the geese attacked him. So she was like, I have to get rid of my dog now. I was like, why? She's like, because every time I open my door, the geese is standing outside the door, staring at my door, waiting for the dog to come out to beat the dog up, to kill it.
We have a...
bro, every day, she had to get rid of... She's like, I got to get rid of my dog, because the geese are stalking her apartment.
You got to kill the geese. That's what you got to do, get rid of it. I'm going to tell you, there's a guy on our page named Elliot, I believe, or something like that. He comments a lot. We really want to shout you out. Thank you very much for your support, everything you're doing. He's a advocate for immigration, of course. You know what I'm saying? He has a strong he advocates strongly for you know, just even when we talked about the $30,000 and $150,000, he has said, you know, these people have been in this country, they've worked. But I mean, a situation like this,
you ain't paying taxes.
I mean, some of them pay taxes. They're paying taxes.
Yeah,
they definitely pay taxes.
Stolen Social Security number.
I mean,
you pay taxes on your groceries like everyone else does.
I mean, they're paying taxes on their money too, because even if they're immigrants, you can get visas and stuff like that, or whatever, work permits, or whatever case may be. But I mean, the biggest thing is like this: you can't have this going on. You can't have Venezuelan gangs in Colorado. This isn't to call you out or anything like that. Just saying, we can't have people killing geese at the park. We can't have people eating cats in people's yards, because the people who live here, who are from here, are not going for this shit.
You know, it's crazy.
They're going to want you out of here.
I bring this up because people are like, you can't kill geese. You can't have gangs running the streets. Yeah, only us Americans can do it. You know what I'm saying? You can't come over here and do it when we're already doing it. You know there's people out there hunting them geese, eating that food. There's people out there eating cats.
He walking down the street with them in his hand.
Chinese restaurant? I said it.
Listen, all I'm saying is...
They had the King's Walk over in Silverdale. They caught the health department. You could Google this. The health department caught them with like over 200 cat heads in their freezer. And they said, the cats were coming over there trying to break in, so that's why they killed them and all. 200 cat heads in King's Walk.
200 cat heads? So they killed the cats.
Shut them down for a week, and they're back open. This is like 7 years ago.
They were feeding everybody cat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, put a little soy sauce on there.
200 cat heads.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
And that place is still booming.
But the biggest thing is this: a lot of this stuff is just are people who are not from here originally. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not to say anything negative. It's just what their cultures are. Their cultures eat cats. Cultures eat dogs. I'm not against it. You know what I mean? I'm not for eat. I don't eat dogs. I don't eat cats. But I'm saying if that's what people do, that's what they do. We just so happen to turn them into pets here. You know what I mean? What'd you say?
What? Nothing. Anyways,
I know we got a what about the Colt, the kid from
Oh, you want to talk about him? Yes. So we have this report here that you put in. You sent to me. CNN details. So we're talking about a warning reached Apalachee High School on Wednesday. An unknown caller said there would be a shooting at 5 schools that day, and Apalachee would be first. Around 9:45 during the second period, Colt Gray stepped out of his Algebra 1 class. Lila Shireen sat next to him in class and wasn't surprised to see him leave. He skips usually, so you never really know where he's going, she told CNN. Shortly after Gray left the classroom, a friend of Sierra's, who was similar name to Gray, went to the bathroom. When he returned, administration pulled that student out of the class along with his backpack, she told CNN. When he returned to class, he told her administration, "We're looking for the kid who sits next to you, not me." The kid the student was referring to was Gray. When Gray reappeared at the classroom door, another student, Bri Jones, was standing in his way. Apalachee High School reportedly declined to comment on whether the student was mistakenly pulled from the classroom in Gray's place. The school failed then. They could have prevented these deaths, and they didn't. So a lot of stuff has come out. This is about the shooting in Georgia. Check it out. The mom called the school and told them, hey, this is about to happen. The mom, the grandfather, and the grandmother tried to get the son help because they said the dad was a piece of shit anyways. He would always yell at the son and scream at him, and he just grew up in this angry home. But also they
look
said...
at where the mom was arrested a year ago for possession of drugs and for some other crimes, too. Like a year ago, they got a mugshot of her as well, too. This is not to say she's a bad person.
Hey, check it out.
But
drug addiction is something that happens. That's why it's like I felt bad for, what's his name, Joe Biden's son. Hunter Biden. You know what I'm saying? Drug addiction... and people that fall off has affected everyone's family here in America. Mm-hmm. And if you say that it hasn't affected your family, you're fucking lying. All right? It's affected everybody. That shit happens. People fall off. People get hooked on drugs. It could be from an injury. It could be because you like to party. That shit happens. I'm not going to knock nobody for that. Excuse me. But I'm saying like this. The family knew. The dad knew. You know what I'm saying? And they're saying he was getting made fun of because he was gay. And I said this in the last segment.
Because he was gay, they were calling him gay.
They were calling him gay. And I said this in the last segment, and I'm going to say it again. Teach your kids to stop being little fucking bullies. That's why these kids are shooting up schools. If you, I'm telling you, that's why these kids. I'm not going against Rashad. That's why kids are shooting up schools because other kids are picking on them and treating them like they're weird.
But I mean, everybody, this has been going on for generations. This is not to say that it's right. This is not to say that it's right. I'm not saying that bullying is good. I'm not. But kids do this shit type of stuff, man. It does not give your kid the right to go to school and start killing people.
What should he do?
Fight. Get down. Put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? If he's not a fighter, tell. If you're telling him, just go into another classroom, put him somewhere else. Put those kids who are being bullied somewhere else. I'm not saying that kids should be allowed to bully. I'm not saying that. I want to clarify that.
Bully another person in their life, none of them will. None of these kids.
I bet you kids are kids, man. You act like the same day they're not saying you're stupid. Blah 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 blah.
Nope, they're not.
I guarantee those same kids are online talking reckless to each other, blaming each other. Yeah, they're traumatized by that too. They are, but don't get
you push some kid. You bullied a kid enough to a limit where he came to school and he said, "I'm gonna kill everybody because nobody's nice to me." You should be nice to everybody. Treat everybody with respect. Everyone's different. Some kids like Dungeons and Dragons. Some kids like to put their finger in their butt. Who cares, bro? That's what they like to do.
I understand what you're saying, but you're speaking from a person who's of advanced age like myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That doesn't count for a 13-year-old or a 9-year-old or a 12-year-old or whatever. You know what I mean? It doesn't 15. You know, it doesn't count for them. We can't sit back and act like kids should not be able to be allowed to be kids. They say stuff. We say dumb shit as adults. Adults bully each other all the time. I don't want to hear about it. We do it all the time, bro. As adults, it happens. And bullying could be direct or indirect.
Adult bullies
all
is
kinds of stuff.
Why are you an adult making fun of somebody's clothes?
Dudes happens,
do that.
Bro.
They be like, "Oh, why are you wearing that?" I'm like, "Bro, why are you trying to fuck me?"
Listen, it happens, bro.
That's weird.
It happens all the time. We all do it. We all say stuff about people. I'm just saying that we should not allow that the fact that the kids are being kids turn them into something else. Because a kid will be like, okay, so let's say this too. Say we have to pick for, say, basketball teams or for anything, right? And the last kid doesn't get picked ever. Is that bullying?
No,
that's a form of it though, because he can feel bullied.
That kid, he suck at basketball.
Exactly.
That ain't for you.
It don't matter, but it could be any sport. It could be anything. Say it's gym. I mean, it's time to pick your teams, and we don't pick him ever because he's weird and he does act like this and acts like that.
That's athletics.
It doesn't matter, bro. It's what I'm saying to you is a person's gonna feel how they feel.
Yeah, but that's different. I'm not gonna pick you if you don't know how to play basketball. Why am I gonna pick you first?
I ain't saying you got to pick them first, but they're being
Stop
picked.
giving people participation trophies.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about right there. Strengthen your kids up. Get them out of their heads.
No,
They're
teach
feeling
your
like
kids that everyone's different, and not everyone's going to have the same views and look like you.
Of course.
So
of
don't
course,
make fun of them.
everyone should.
About them.
Man, people make fun of people. This is what happens
we
in
do
the
it all
real
the
world,
time.
man.
But the people making fun of other people have miserable lives.
You're a comedian.
I make fun of people all the time.
Exactly.
But I say it to your face, and I make it funny.
Hey, they're making it funny too.
And I make fun of myself also.
But I understand that.
I
All
get
I'm saying
winded
is
every time I got to come up this guy's steps. We got to wait 10 minutes so I can get my breath back before we start again.
we just can't. All I'm trying to say is that this bullying thing turns into the fact that now they're kicking kids out for even speaking ill of another person.
No.
Little things. You see it. No, you see what's happening.
Sensitive. No, what you do is you don't bully.
Oh no, people are sensitive now. Now, which one is it? You got to go with one of these,
you ain't
man.
got to bully people. Look, if they're not bothering you,
Nobody's saying you got to bully them.
Leave them alone.
All I'm saying
they're
is
going out their way to bully this kid. That's what they're doing. They're bullying him because all the rest of the kids are bullying him. If he would have hauled off and punched one kid in the face, the other ones would have left him alone.
Listen, this kid's talking about shooting up schools a year ago, bro.
Because they was bullying. You think they just started
a year ago, bro?
Oh, you think? Oh, he's like, I'm gonna shoot up the school. They're like, no, you ain't. That's my language. I'm just saying. That's what they was calling.
I shouldn't say that.
Excuse me. I said. I'm saying. I said it, but that's what they're calling it.
Listen, what I'm saying to you, bigger than that even. Listen, I'm saying bigger than that even. Okay, so a year ago they were doing this stuff to him over a year ago, right?
Now they're bullying him, and he wanted to switch schools, and his parents didn't switch him schools.
Okay, so probably, maybe it's because his mom's going through whatever she's going through. His dad's the way that he is, and maybe he is a little weird and says weird. You ever have a person come around you who just says the weirdest shit?
Yeah, all the time.
You know, just let me explain. Okay, say you're with a friend. It's just one of those friends who's very, very like, for some reason they're afraid to talk to women, or they're afraid to talk to men, however your case is. So it probably don't happen as much with women, but it happens with men. You got that one weird ass friend who always has some sexualized thing to say to a woman when everyone's around, but he will never go talk to a woman one-on-one because he's afraid to. You know what I'm talking about, those type of dudes who are like that. You know what I mean? So maybe he's weird like that. Maybe he was strange because he didn't have that kind of, your mom's a drug addict. You're going through whatever you're going through. Your parents to get divorced, she just went to jail. Your dad's like, the police just came to your house over a year ago talking to you about about a gun. Something's up, man.
Now think
something's strange about this kid, man.
If one of the kids at the school stopped to be like, yo, man, are you okay? And
man, come on, man. We act like kids got to be psychiatrists now. Now the kids got to be a psychiatrist. Now they got to recognize things. I'm not saying don't be friendly.
It starts from the parents. Your parents are assholes, and it carries on to the kids.
So all I'm saying is,
I tell my kids, be nice to everybody because you never know who's going to be a school shooter, and you want to make sure that they don't.
So is that the thing now? Now we got the boogeyman's a school shooter. Now we got people like that.
Yes.
Yeah,
if you're training to the school shooter knows the exits.
I'm gonna give you that.
The school shooter knows which way to go if the school shooter comes to the school. All right. So I want him to see my kids and be like, oh, now you cool.
Knock out the rest of the kids.
Yeah. Because my kids are nice. Hey,
I understand.
Come on, man. I understand. Come on, stop. Tell your kids not to be bullies. People are different. People are different. That's what makes America great. The difference.
We got. Hey, all I'm saying is we got to toughen our kids up, man, because the world's a bigger bully than any kid will ever be to you. Say I'm lying.
Exactly, but check it out. If you get a bunch of kids that are between the ages of 2 and 5, they all best friends. You want to know why? Because all they want to do is play and eat fruit snacks.
Nah, sometimes there'll be even bullies between them too. You know, there's always a dominant one. There's always a dominant one out of it. Every group, that's just life, man. There's always somebody. Everyone likes. Everyone likes this girl. Like everyone likes her, and everybody wants to play with me. Kids are like that too, bro. I've heard it. I've seen it too.
I'm leaving.
All I'm saying is,
all the kids be like, I'm leaving.
It's a part of life, man. We have hierarchies in life. This is what it is, man. It's not. All I'm saying is, I don't want kids to have to worry about what. I mean, of course, worry about what you're saying, how you treat people, of course. But man, that's a tough one. Or get murdered. We already got to deal with that as adults now. You can't even argue with nobody without them wanting to shoot and kill you now. That's just what it is.
I talk my way out of many shootings. I'm like, hold on, brother.
Talk your way out of many shootings, man.
You really want to crash out because your girlfriend was looking at my butt? Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Judge delays sentencing in Trump's New York criminal case, pushing decision past election. A New York judge has delayed former President Donald Trump's sentencing date in his criminal case for a second time, allowing Trump to wait until after the election to learn his fate after his conviction in his hush money case. Trump has been scheduled to be sentenced in this case on September 18th. His attorney asked on August 14th for his sentencing to be pushed back until after the presidential election, arguing that a delay is necessary to resolve ongoing legal challenges to his conviction. Me personally,
I'd throw him in jail. I mean,
I've never heard on. Listen, I've been through some shit in life. I've never heard them be able to say, okay, you got convicted. Now I'm challenging my conviction, and so I need more time before you sentence me so I can see if I can get my way out of this conviction. You've already been convicted, bro. That's what appeals are for. You appeal, and then you go through the process of appeal. It takes years, okay? Like regular man, it's going to take you years to go through that. Go sit down in jail, get these 34 felonies that you just got found guilty of, because you're guilty of them. Guilty. Right now,
guilty.
That's 30. What is that? Peers, 12-year peers.
12-year peers
Said you're guilty.
First of all, they put it through a grand jury.
Yeah.
The grand jury found you guilty.
Period.
So I mean, this is the epitome. This is what I'm saying.
Privilege.
This is what American white privilege is.
Yeah, I mean,
You're found guilty of 34 felonies, but they're giving him a chance. They're like, look, we're going to give you a chance to see if you win the election, because he's cooked if he don't win it. So for him, win or lose, he going to help burn this country down.
And I'm going to be real. They had to do this. And I'm not going to say, I'm not so delusional about the situation. And they could not have sentenced him before the election.
You could have. They should have. They would have done anybody else like that.
I understand that. I get it, but
I watched Tyreek Hill get choked out before a football game and away from the state. I'm just saying.
Hey, you know what? I agree 110%. 110% I agree. However, what I'm saying is, if they take this man and they put him on trial, they put him up for sentencing, and they're going to have to, you got 34 felonies, bro. How am I going to give you probation with 34 felonies? You took them to the box and you got found guilty of all 34. I cannot give you probation on that.
Still free talking mess online, and they're like, we're going to wait till after the election. Like, even if he loses, he's going to be like, no, they cheated. They want to see me in jail. Burn the country down. Let's start a new one. He's going to start us. You should let him campaign from prison.
I mean, how do you think that that's going to be received? Do we think that, okay, first of all, they already feel like, because they waited for all these years, they should have took his ass straight to the, you know what I mean?
They gave him time just like they give everybody else. I've seen cops shoot black people on TV, and they wait 3 years to prosecute them. Hey, get your affairs in order.
No. But no, that's not. That's not how they do it. That's not that. What they do is they'll charge him. They never charged him. They should have charged his ass as soon as the shit happened. Charge his ass.
They had to make sure they had all the evidence. This is the first time they had to prosecute.
2 years.
They had to prosecute the
3 years.
They should have got him out. Look, I told you how I feel about January 6th.
They had the 2022. They had the, was it 2022 is when they had the panel, when they had January 6th committee. They had all the evidence right there. Charge his ass immediately. What are we doing? Charge him. I mean, get this out the way.
Like, are we really going to throw him in jail as a president?
He wasn't the president at the time. You know what I mean?
Make sure they had all the evidence there, which they had it anyway. Check it out. I'm like this. He's supposed to get sentenced on the 18th. You should have locked him up. He should be in jail awaiting sentencing.
How are you going to do that though? I mean, and when you know, okay, it already looks suspicious that you waited this long to take him to trial. Now you're going to, in the heat of battle, where they've already got one of these presidents, they've got him out the box. I done got Joe Biden out the way. I done almost got shot. I done Kamala Harris came in here now. You know what I'm saying? She got her, her spark.
I think about
you get what I'm saying?
Postpone it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, man, they tried to kill me. Now they locking me up.
You understand what I'm saying?
He's like, I'm Tupac right now, baby.
You understand what I'm saying?
I'm Tupac.
You cannot. It's like you're at a point right now where you cannot, bro. Like, take him to trial right now. It'll turn the middle, what you call yourself an independent, pretty much a moderate.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle. You know what I'm saying? It will turn all the independents against the Democratic Party, against the other party.
I don't think so much. I mean, you're looking at, he committed a crime and he went to jail.
It looks strange.
The Democrats look bad anyway, especially what they did in California with blocking the reparations bill.
Oh, man, it looks horrible right there.
Played themselves. Lost the whole state. Lost the whole state.
They'll be fine. They'll still vote. What are they going to do, vote for Trump? I mean, I think that's
you just don't vote.
I'm surprised they let it go this far and then stopped it. But you want to, like I said, again, Elliot brought up the fact that I think that it was the one in Oregon, the $30,000. He said that they only got $700,000 in a grant for that. So it was only $700,000. So he said about 23 people or something like that he came out with. What I'm saying is, like, I'm surprised they let this stuff go through, but you're not allowing reparations to go through. You got it all the way here. You've already got all the votes. You did everything. All you have to,
and then we talked about reparations last time. Did I explain that to everybody?
Yeah.
How the reparations it's not money it's money that's owed. That's what they told them they would get. They're supposed to give them a piece of land. I can't remember which state. I don't know if it was Virginia or South Carolina. They're supposed to give the African slaves a piece of land, and that equals the 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
But Abraham Lincoln was killed, and the president came behind him. He reneged on the deal.
Yeah.
So the money's owed. It's owed to the families. You could be like, whoa, no one here was in slavery, and nobody here owned slaves. No, it's not about that, bro. You owe this to the people.
The bigger thing is that it doesn't matter if these people here were not this. Everyone It's a perfect example is this statue right here with the man with the world on his back right here. I don't know who the name of that person is. It's like one person carries the load for the next person to have a lighter one. That's what your grandparents, great grandparents, great great grandparents did for you. They were put in a position where they could get money from the government and buy homes and buy equipment for their businesses, start businesses, get land for free. And this was passed on generation to generation to help you get to where you are. We didn't get that at all. And most of us come from people who were enslaved. Most of us, a good portion of us, probably 80, 90% of us, if not 100%.
Yeah, my great-grandma, Mama Helen, her mom was a slave, and I met Mama Helen. That's how close it is. I met this woman.
You get what I'm saying?
She passed away in like 96, bro. I met this woman. Her mom was a slave. That's how close it is. And, slavery didn't end. Everyone's like, all right, we're all buddy-buddy now. No, went to Jim Crow. Then they had to fight. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, back on the topic.
Yeah.
All right? And we're going to let y'all know, and tomorrow catch up with us. We're going to be doing a lot of live streaming. We're going to be doing our thing. This is Uncommon Courtesy.
On Sundays especially, too. Make sure you guys catch up with us on Sundays at 1 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be doing a live stream every Sunday at 1 p.m. We want you guys to join in on that live stream, especially on all of our different platforms, so you guys can make sure that you're, check it out on this one. But we want to make sure we can get questions from you guys live. We can answer them for you. We can have a really good debate with everybody, have a really good conversation. This is Uncommon Courtesy.
Yeah, we'll see y'all next time.